Good morning. This is John from the Springs Mennonite Church, and I'm happy to be with you today. Here we're on the second day of this journey of the week talking about who's Jesus. And today I want to look at a passage that's very powerful. It answers a lot of questions if you think about it. It's found in Paul's writings. Now, Paul, as you know, was one of the early apostles. He really wrote most of the New Testament. And in Colossians, he's writing to a church that's trying to figure out what this Christianity thing is and who is this person called Jesus. So let's look at Colossians chapter 1, beginning with verse 15. Paul writes, Christ is the visible image of the invisible God. Well, let's stop right there for a second. I'm going to read some more, but let's stop there. I've never seen God. I'll just be honest. I've seen his handiwork. I've seen miracles that could only have been done by him. In fact, right now, I'm praying for 3 miracles of people who are sick with cancer, that God will touch them and make them whole. And I believe in my heart that God's going to do that. Now, if he doesn't, I accept his will. But I'm going to keep praying for them because Jesus tells us to do that. But it says here, Christ is the visible image of the invisible God. You see, I can't really ever see God this side of heaven. He's too much. My imperfections are so great. Everything you read in the Bible talks about the greatness of God. And I've done a lot of things in my world, in my life, in my world. A lot of things that most people would never dream of doing. But nothing compared to what God has done. Heck, I'm just a speck in a world of hugeness. But Jesus embodied God. And I don't think Jesus had blonde hair or blue eyes or even brown hair like a lot of pictures show him. He certainly wasn't a Caucasian and he wasn't a European. I suspect he had kind of wiry to curly hair, probably had a pretty wide nose, and was pretty brown in his coloring. But in his eyes, if you ever look into the eyes of Jesus, I don't mean a picture. I mean when you're quiet and still and asking Jesus to come near. If you ever look into his eyes, you see the compassion and the greatness of God. Now, another part of this chapter, in verse 19 and 20, we read these words. For God in all his fullness was pleased to live in Christ. For God in all his fullness, everything that is God was embodied in the person of Jesus. Now, I don't know about you, but I wish I'd have been around then. Of course, I might have been one of those who were as confused as could be, because it's incomprehensible to think that God could embody a human being. But just because I can't comprehend it doesn't mean it isn't true. Now listen to the next part of this. And God through him, God reconciled everything to himself. He made peace with everything in heaven and on earth by means of Christ's blood on the cross. Prior to Jesus' death and resurrection, in the Hebrew thinking, you could get forgiven of your sins once a year. And you had to do some things in order to do that. You had to get some animals, you had to sacrifice them, had to follow some rituals. And there was no way to come to God without that sacrifice. But then Jesus changed the rules. He changed the game because he made the one and only sacrifice for you and for me for all time. He willingly chose by his death and his blood on the cross to make reconciliation possible. Now, reconciliation for whom? Well, it says it right here. For through him God reconciled everything to himself. He made peace with everything in heaven and on earth. Sin is a powerful, ugly action or thought. Sin destroys, maybe a little bit at a time, maybe in one huge event. Sin keeps us from being pure. And the Bible tells us that to be in God's presence, we have to be pure. So some of the religions tell you you can do this and this and this, and that'll help get you there. Well, this isn't a help get you there. This is a this gets you there. The blood of Jesus changes everything and everyone, including you and me. Whether we have found that change and tried to live in that change before or not is irrelevant. It's still available to everyone. Why? Because God did it through Jesus. And he did it because you couldn't. And I couldn't. Try as we might, we always mess it up. So God made a way for man to be reconciled with him. Can you imagine what that means in everyday life if we just lived it out that way? Well, Jesus is the one who comes. He is the visible image of the invisible God. He is the one who makes reconciliation for you and for me. Do you know that? Are you living that? I hope so. Well, thanks for listening. I got some more ideas yet. I'm not out yet. And I'll be back tomorrow and share them. So thanks for listening. If you have a need or a concern, let us know. We'll do whatever we can as fast as we can to help meet your need. Have a great, great day. Have a great rest of the week. And I'll talk to you again.